Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be looking at a Crusader match, and we're going to be breaking down everything that this bloodseeker could have done better so that he could have carried this game. Because this game was somewhat of a disaster. His offlaner completely fed, his supports had terrible games, but to be fair, his mid lane Tinker actually did quite well. And so if he performed up to his potential, he probably could have carried the game. And also I want to let you guys know that until the patch comes out, I'm going to be doing replay analysis of your guys' games on this channel. I really want to get you guys involved here. And so to get your game replay reviewed, all you got to do is click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then go to the comments, paste your match ID, and then say what you want me specifically to look at. Now, if you don't know what you want me to look at, you don't have to say anything, but also put the hero that you played, right? So that I actually know who you played. And then on this YouTube channel, I will do a review and hopefully get you as good as you could be. Alright, before we get into the main part of the video, I do want to let you guys know that I'm not only posting videos here on YouTube, I also frequently post videos on the website. If you don't know what I'm talking about, almost every single day I'm posting a new video to the Game League website. We're going to teach you guys in depth about how to get to the next level. So if you want to become absolutely broken and really take your game to the next level, I'm going to be able to help you, because sometimes the guides on YouTube, there's either not enough of them, they're not specific, or they're just tier lists, which I know you guys love, but at the end of the day, the Game League website is going to help you get to the next level. So click the link down below and sign up. Alright, so getting into wave number 1, he pre-skilled Bloodright, which is something that people used to do solely. Then they nerfed the ability by 30 damage, and so a lot of players have actually started to move towards taking Thirst at level 1 to heal through denies and CS. And I actually think that this build tends to be better unless your support has no way of securing the range creep. Because Crystal Maiden does, but I guess she didn't take it. Because Crystal Maiden does, you don't have to take Bloodright, but she didn't, so maybe it's fine that he did. Either way, in this laning stage, it's very important that, he can get aggressive. As the lane goes on, especially when they hit level 2, he should be able to get very aggressive, as Spearbreaker AA isn't that good of a lane. So let's take a look. So right off the bat, there's a major flaw in this player's gameplay, right? What he doesn't do is he just doesn't use Bloodright for the range creeps, and frankly, I don't know why. I don't know if he expects CM to get them or he just has bad awareness, but most likely he just doesn't understand the importance of doing this. Guys, in the laning stage, if you hit level 2 first, you are at a massive advantage. One of the main goals of Dota is to hit level 2 first, and people don't get this. They see it as like, oh, it's a small thing, right? Because they'll just hit level 2 right after. A lot of the times, if let's say you've gotten a kill, or you've gotten 2 or 3 denies, they will not hit level 2 very close to when you will. And if you are level 2 on Bloodseeker CM to the level 1 of these two heroes, you dominate. You dominate. You get a kill, you win 3 or 4 extra denies. You can really get ahead just based on an early level 2, especially as the safe laner. So I can't stress how important it is that he doesn't use Bloodright in the way that he did, and he saves it for the range creep, where at least he's in position to contest the range creep. Then he casually misses a range deny, which is not okay. If you're trying to get to the next level, that's like not a play, that's fine. I know you're probably thinking it's not a play. It's not a mistake, that's fine. Right? It's not fine. And then same thing here, right? On the next wave. Okay, he gets this deny. No, he misses it. And then from there, he should Bloodright here, right? And run up to this range creep and hit it. It does 90 pure damage. This is out of range. He needs to Bloodright, run up and hit it, right? And he doesn't do that. He just ignores it. I don't know why, but he does. And now they are likely to hit level 2 before him or at the same time. And the only reason he might hit it before them is because CM is pulling and she's not an XP range, which is frankly not much better, because now your support isn't at the same level 2 spike as you are, and when you're really going to get value out of it is if you hit level 2 and your support hits level 2 at about the same time, and they don't. And then you get aggressive. When that happens, you get aggressive. And that is when the game can get really, really good for you, right? That's how you truly snowball and you dominate games within the first 3 minutes of the game. One thing I'll praise Bloodseeker for is the fact that he's very good about keeping the lane back. Up until now, he hasn't really pushed the lane, and this is partially because Crystal Maiden pulled, so she deserves some of the credit. But you'll notice that after he gets the last hits, he's good about hitting the denies in between. He clearly understands that it's important that he doesn't have so many creeps pushing in, so that he can get the lane back. Oh, he missed a flag bearer, no. But this is good damage, right? This is good damage, good pressure. He could have attacked move forward, because he should know he's an advantage here, so he is playing this wrong. Because the reason he should know he's much stronger here is charges on cooldown. It's a 21-second cooldown. cold feet's on cooldown, and so he could really chase. And what I mean by that is he could be getting in front of this guy in between hits, right? He could literally know that, okay, I'm much, much stronger now, even with CM backing off. And so yeah, he could be moving forward in between hits instead of standing still. That's just something that basically most players below 4K don't tend to do. It's just about understanding the state of the game, right? If you're an advantage or not, and then attack moving in the direction of that. And then from there, I would love to say it's a small deal, but it's not. But he does miss a kill on the AA in a moment from now. It's just, once again, it's kind of about identifying the state that you're in. You have to know now that, okay, I should be getting aggressive, right? And I need to pay attention specifically to my Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden makes a great play here. She sees the AA stepping up. They have a huge level advantage due to his great denies and CS at this point in the lane. And so now he could have killed this guy easily. He like ran around in circles while he was frostbitten. And then the Blood Right was just placed terribly. It's like, oh my God. Alright, this upcoming sequence is actually a massive problem. Like, a complete massive problem. This sequence is nuts from this guy, and I have a feeling this is a big reason why he's stuck in Crusader. I mean, there is no respect. So, okay, punch goes on him, completely misses the hook, good. Tips him, wonderful. This is really high skill. That tip is very crucial to winning the game. But what in the world is this next bit of gameplay, okay? You know the Pudge is here, right? You know Pudge is here, okay? There's no mistake about that. It's not like even on the minimap he ran to the right. You see him. So what should you do here? It's either to hit defensive neutral creeps or to pull and then try to farm under tower. But even farming under tower is not that safe. This is the mid, okay? He's way higher level than you. You are not as strong as him, okay? The only way you can kill him is if you bring in mass numbers or if they completely misplay, right? Which is not odds you want to play around. So he should be hitting the most defensive neutrals in the game. Him stepping up here is insane. It's insane. Now, thankfully, the enemy team clearly doesn't know how to kill him. They should, like, place a ward and charge into hook, or, like, smoke and get behind him, or wrap around the tower. But, like, he could have died here. If SB ulted him, he's dead. I don't know why this SB panicked so hard. Like, his mid is standing next to him, but, like, he should have died. He should have died. Like, 100%. He's dead. He's dead. And so please don't do this, guys. If the mid is in your lane, you've done your job. Like, I just want to explain this concept. If the mid ganks your lane and they fail the gank, you dodge the gank, which is the high skill play. Just jungle neutrals until you see them mid again. That is the solution, right? Don't complain about getting ganked. Jungle until you see them. This guy's crazy. And to be fair, he's about to die again to the Pudge. Or not again, but die to the Pudge. He didn't die last time, but whatever. He doesn't see the Pudge go mid again. And this one, I understand, you know, to be fair, Jakiro showing mid. You don't feel that much in danger. That was an insane charge into hook too. Shout out to Crusaders. My God. Jesus. These guys are good. But but in all reality, I mean, you could look mid and say, oh, Pudge is still not in his lane. He's probably ganking. Oh, and it's a Pudge. What else is he gonna do? From there, he actually makes a great play. He TP's mid on a Spear Breaker dive, gets the Rupture kill, and then runs to the mid lane and gets XP for a Pudge kill. And this is not bad. From there, I really don't understand his next logic. He just decides to farm a large camp in the enemy triangle. I mean, it's not the worst play I've seen, but I would definitely imagine it's more efficient to go back to your lane and farm the lane creeps, which he eventually does. Fine. Definitely, I think it was a waste of time. Once again, he's just fighting into the enemy mid. This guy has no qualms and is never afraid. And basically from there, it's very clear to me why this guy's stuck in Crusader. I'm just going to be blunt. His movements and farming rotations are simply inefficient, and if you're a carry player and your gameplay looks like the next 10 seconds, you have a problem. Okay, he has a couple options right now. Farm this camp and take a risk, farm this camp, farm this camp, farm this camp. Okay, you're not going to play under the enemy's tower. That's not an option. Could it be sometimes, but very uncommon. Right? So he should run immediately in a straight line back to the camps in a straight line. Look what he does. He's going to go up and then he's going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the left for some reason. I don't know what's to the left, but I'm going to go to the left. Okay, I'll go to the right. And you think, oh, you think he's going to go like through this tree line to the camp because that's fastest, right? He's going to take the long way, then go through this tree. Where are you going? Why are you taking, how do you even click this way? Why is he taking the longest possible route? And then he doesn't hit the camp. What are you doing? He's like, oh, my team's ganking. I guess I gotta go back to the lane, which is like somewhat fair to be honest. But they missed the gank and now it's like, oh my God. Oh, and then he gets hooked. How do you get hooked there? You see him. You see him standing there. How do you get hooked? Oh my god, this is just... this sequence was so Crusader, it was insane. Like, to be fair, this guy laned pretty well in the back half of the lane. He's top 2 net worth. But this is what I mean. People will come and tell me, oh, my games are uncarryable. Their mid ganked me so much. And then I watch the game and it's like, you could have just hit neutrals and been top net worth, and your mid's completely out farming the enemy mid because the enemy mid is just sitting under his tier 1. Like, it's so bad. These ganks suck. They shouldn't work, but they only work because people think that they can't jungle or something. I don't even know. All right, let's skip ahead to the mid game and critique some of the mid game. So one of the key things on bloodseeker is shipping out the occasional clarity. For instance, he just farmed an entire neutral camp without clicking his Q. Why you would do that, I don't know. It's only 25 mana and Am's farming rate by like triple. So, yeah, I don't really know why you wouldn't click your Q. But yeah, ship out a clarity. Try to get some sort of neutral mana, a neutral item, but it's okay if you don't. You know, there's plenty of good right-click ones, so it's okay if you don't. Like, he takes the Dragon Scale, which I think is reasonably bad on Bloodseeker. You don't really need armor on this hero, so I think this is quite a poor choice. As he ganks up the Spectre, this is pretty risky. Yeah, I think he's fine, though. He's not fine. Okay. Yeah, I mean, basically, this guy just doesn't know how to flash farm. Like, I don't even know what else to say. He just... I don't mind the attempt to solo kill Spectre. Like, honestly, he's 2 levels up on the guy. He's certainly stronger than Spectre. It's not even that bad of a play. But it is bad because it's under a tier 2 and the enemy team is not showing. Like, look at the map. You can't think that this is safe based on the information that you have. It's not, right? And so, yeah, he ends up dying. Good kill from the Pudge. Well executed from Pudge. But he just needs to hit neutrals defensively and then get his BKB and then 1v9. That's how Bloodseeker works. Bloodseeker's main problem is that he doesn't have Blink. He doesn't have spell immunity. He doesn't have range. Everything he does is melee. That's how you die in Dota. If you have to run in, you die. That is why melee heroes either need to get tanky or be Pangolier, you know what I mean? Or like Ember Spirit, you know what I mean? They typically need to get tanky or get a BKB or buy Pipe, buy Crimson like a lot of the melee aura heroes, or have a BKB, you know? And he doesn't have either, and he's just like running in and fighting, which once again, you can do if the circumstance allows for it. Right, Bloodseeker can fight without BKB. Like, for instance, this kill, which he is going to get, is good, right? And this kill he might get too. It's good. The difference is, just so you guys see the difference, because people will say, oh, he's just fighting. How is this one good and the last one bad? It's where the fight's happening, right? This one is on the top side of the map, close to his tower. He's not getting initiated on, which is a big deal, because now he can clean up. Right? Now, all the spells are on cooldown, right? He could have even ran in earlier. I don't know why he didn't realize. I guess he just probably was afraid from dying earlier, but it's about the spells being on cooldown. Dismember's on cooldown. Charge was on cooldown. You're good to go. And so, yeah, that was beautiful. That was great. I mean, that was like super game winning, actually. And finally, to end off the video, we're going to see another death. Only 100 last hits at minute 20. 100. He should have close to 200. He should have 170 to 180. The only exception to that is if you're like 8-0 and you're really finding good opportunities to fight. That is going to be better than having high last hits, but that's where you're getting to like super high skill levels, right? But here, he's pinging this guy. You can't think this is good. If you want to get to the next level, you can't think it's good. He needs to understand numbers. How many people can show up on each side? Can Snap be here? No. Can Underlord be here? If he has ulti, yes. Does he? No. Right? Can Tinker be here? Kind of. Like, does Tinker want a TP on a creep wave pushing into the tower? Not really. Crystal Maiden, she's here. But she's walking away into war. He's running in 1v potentially 5. When his BKB is on Courier. Like, this is what I mean, guys. You have to be able to watch the map and see the potential numbers. It's why he died bottom. It's now why he's dying mid. It's why he died in the laning stage top. Death, death, death. Every single one of his deaths are avoidable. Not a single one of these deaths are to a well-coordinated smoke gank from the enemy team. And that is my problem with when people tell me, oh, my team is feeding and they're not helping me and blah, blah, blah. You need to watch the map and see if you are dying to ganks that are obvious or not obvious. If the enemy team's not showing anywhere and you go close to a tower, it's your fault. You know, that's how you got to see it if you're trying to get to the next level. But all right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Edemo. Peace.
And that's all. But remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the Game Leap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.